Are you ready for some intensity? If you haven't felt it already, please buckle up because there is some intensity coming with this full moon that's happening on January 13th at 5:27 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, if you have not felt the heightened emotions and chaos that has already been ensuing since the start of last week, then get ready because it is a time. So buckle up, y'all. Buckle up. Oh, would you look at that? 11:11 as we speak. I don't know if you can see my background here, but that's my cat. And those are some affirmations in the back. Oh, you can't really see it, but those are some really good affirmations in the back. I love this picture. 11:11 on the clock. That's how you know this is a good video, or this video is meant to find you. Hey guys, it's me, Ethereal Jules, back again with another video, and today we are discussing the full moon that is happening. If you haven't already subscribed to me or liked, comment, share, etc., please do so. I would really appreciate it, and I also appreciate everyone who does interact with me, who does subscribe. All that stuff. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm not even joking. From the depths of my heart, it inspires me to keep creating more content because I am passionate about these things with the mystical world, the spiritual world, all those good things. Please stay tuned because we are going to be talking about the full moon today. Don't forget to get yourself a cup of tea. I have myself a little clove tea here today. This is my first time drinking clove tea, and it's supposed to have so many health benefits. All I did was take some hot water and put some clove, like ground clove, in it because I did not have whole clove, unfortunately. I know, what kind of Indian am I for not having whole cloves in my pantry? Need to go steal some from my mom this weekend. Got the clove tea, and honestly, it's kind of good. Like, you know, let's start drinking our clove tea this week that's coming up with this intensity. I feel like this is a good full moon ritual to get a good cup of tea with all these benefits in it. All right, January 13th is coming, right? That's in about a week from now. And this is going to be a wolf moon, not just any moon, a wolf moon. And it's also in the sign of Cancer. So there is those two things that are happening. And guess what? A wolf moon, if you've never heard of it, it is a moon that happens every January. So it's like the first moon that's happening every January, right? Around this time is usually when the werewolves are out and they are crying and screaming the most at this time, right? They're howling at the moon the most at this time in winter. So that is why it's called a wolf moon. It's actually coming from native traditions and also European traditions as well. The wolves are screaming at the moon for a reason, right? It's a way of releasing. And this full moon is also in the sign of Cancer. If you don't know this already, Cancer is ruled by the moon. Cancer is at home in the moon, right? And the moon is what makes the water flow. So that is why Cancer is a water sign. There is a lot of emotions that are tied with the sign of Cancer. They are known to be one of the most sensitive signs along with the other water signs as well, right? But Cancers have a different way about going about their emotions compared to the other signs, and also depending on your placements as well. It's also the first moon that is happening without Pluto being in Capricorn, because if you did not know already, I think it was back in November, Pluto moved out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. This was a time that all the Capricorns started rejoicing because we were like, yes, finally, we are done with our torture, because Capricorns have been kind of tortured at this time. And I mean, I think that's just a thing that happens with all Capricorns. We just have to go through a lot of life lessons because of Saturn. Pluto moving out of Capricorn was a huge deal. So this is something that is brand new and has not happened in years and years and years. So that's also a big thing. The wolves are howling at the moon because of a survival instinct. They're calling for warmth and they're calling for family, for community. This is just a time that most places are cold, right? So this is like a winter moon. We always see werewolves crying out as a form of release, and we always see them coming out in a full moon, right? That is just like something that has been known in pop culture and media. You always see movies like, oh, the full moon is out, the wolves are gonna come out, right? Like, y'all remember Teen Wolf? Like, who else watched Teen Wolf? I'm like having a throwback about Teen Wolf. This is a time that you release, and full moons in general are a time for you to release. It's not a time to manifest. It is a time to release, depending on obviously your life, the things that are happening, but also whatever sign it's within also affects what you're going to be releasing. Since this moon is in Cancer, it is more emotional and it's going to be more intense. If you haven't felt already wave of intensity and emotions, like if you haven't felt like your inner demons or just your shadows coming out already, and that's why I'm filming this video a day later than I usually should, because girl, let me tell you, from the start of this year has been insane for me. I can't even go into detail yet. One day I will, but right now I really cannot say anything. I've been having a very unexpected start to the new year, and not in a bad way though. It's actually happening in a good way where things are being released, and it is slowly being released as this moon is coming up. This is like the building up of emotions that are coming before this moon is happening, right? So this is the best time to really be mindful of what these negative emotions are, or thoughts, whatever it is. You have to really be mindful of what these things are and write them down. Honestly, write them down so you don't forget, so you know what exactly you have to release when this moon comes. Is there anything that is bothering you? Is there anything that's worrying you? Are you angry at somebody? Are you sad about something? Like, all these lower vibrational emotions that you're feeling, be mindful of them and think about what you need to release in those aspects. Whatever is holding you back from being free, if you're feeling betrayal and anger and hurt from like a friendship breakup, this is your time to really sit with the emotions of the resentment, the betrayal, and process it, and then release it by the time the full moon happens. The reason that we want to release all this, especially on this moon, is because this is a movement for clarity. And we all need some clarity in our lives. You might not even know that you need clarity, but you need clarity to get some clarity, okay? Like literally, like sometimes you need clarity to get clarity, which is wild. And that's something I discovered in the recent like few weeks, is that I needed more clarity for more clarity about other things. It just keeps getting clear. The path is getting clear because I'm aligning myself with the moon. I'm aligning myself with the astrological events that are happening with my body cycle. You know, I'm a woman. Cycle syncing is so important at these times. And I feel like it really will help you, if you are obviously somebody who gets a period, to start tracking that and moving with that as well. And you can get a lot of resources about cycle syncing online. I had to look it up myself on TikTok, like how do I even cycle sync? All the resources are at the tip of your fingers, so please don't shy away from looking up what cycle syncing is. The reason that we need this clarity is because we are moving into a time of rebirth and renewal, right? So this is a time to really just keep on killing that old self, and we need clarity to do so. If you think about it, Capricorn and Cancer are sister signs, right? We are in Capricorn season, and we had a new moon in Capricorn, which I spoke about a few weeks ago. Capricorn is a sign of abundance, a sign of ambition, drive. All the things that you want when it comes to manifestation is what Capricorn just had. Cancer is coming up, which is the cardinal sign that is opposite of Capricorn. Cancer is a good time to release anything that is also holding you back from those manifestations coming into fruition. There are a lot of limiting beliefs and just negative emotions that you can keep on releasing and releasing. You just have to keep digging and digging. It is like a very, very deep hole when you're trying to self-improve. Just keep on digging and digging into new limiting beliefs that you have, because life is a journey and there are going to be things that keep happening and happening. So that's why they say healing is not a linear journey, right? You're going to be healing your entire life because you're experiencing so many different things every single day. If you want to know what specifically is going to be affected in your chart with this full moon, look at what house or sign you have Cancer in. I only have Cancer in my 10th house. That is my only Cancer placement. And the 10th house is a midheaven. If you did not know, the midheaven is what rules your career, your status, just your purpose in life. For me, the 10th house is where I need to look at what is limiting me and what I need to release in order for my manifestations to come true within that 10th house. Everyone is going to have a different placement. So really look at what house you have Cancer in. Each house obviously has a different purpose. I'm going to insert the little wheel of houses here so you can see it. If you have Cancer in your first house, that has more to do with your physical appearance, your ego, the way you come off to other people, right? So maybe there are things that you need to release when it comes to your appearance. Like if you have any insecurities that are holding you back from the second house is about money. So if you have any limiting beliefs about money, that is a time to really think about what is limiting you and release it. If you really need to scream into a pillow, do it, because that's what the wolves are doing, right? So you might as well scream into a pillow. Like if you're really feeling the buildup of emotions, that is such a good way to release it. Just let it out. Maybe even dance, right? Dancing is such a great way of releasing energy, and working out as well. Just moving your body is a great way of releasing this energy that you have built up. Write these things down, do some shadow work, and just really picture it leaving your body. You can also have some good crystals handy. I, right here, have the perfect example of some full moon crystals on my neck right now. So we have black tourmaline, which is great for grounding, also protects against negative energy. And I also have selenite on here as well, which is also great for releasing negative energy. Selenite is also just a cleansing crystal in general. If you didn't know, selenite is like a superpower rock that can literally charge all your other crystals because it just has that kind of cleansing energy. It's a really great way to cleanse your space as well. Amethyst is also a really good crystal that has to do with letting out your emotions. So if you have amethyst, or if you want to go buy one, go ahead, because amethyst is such a healing crystal. Smoky quartz really transmutes negative energy, similar to the black tourmaline as well. So these are some great crystals to have with you during this full moon. You can do a ritual of any sort that you feel yourself releasing any negative emotions. Sometimes you could intuitively pick up how you need to release any negativity. Like I honestly just do that my own way sometimes, because you don't always need to listen to what somebody else is saying. I know I'm telling you all this right now, but I'm also telling you, like, come up with your own ritual. You don't have to listen to us people on the internet all the time of how to get rid of energies and things. You can always come up with your own way to do things, because you are the creator of your reality. So you can do what works for you best. Meditating is so important during this time, because that's also how you're going to get some clarity on what your negative emotions are, right? Like what is coming to your head when you're trying to sit in silence. That's what you need to release. If it's something that doesn't make you feel good, immediately you should know that's what you need to release. I know that times can be a little rough before these kind of moons, so it's best to prepare before the moon actually comes, and then you can really be aligned with the universe. Once you do this releasing ritual and you really become mindful of what emotions and negative thoughts that you have to release, then you are slowly aligning yourself into the path where you can be your own creator of your reality. You can stop your own limiting beliefs and really move in a positive mindset. and also get clarity on what you want in your life and what manifestations you would want to come in fruition. Really use this time to think about all the things that are limiting you in your life and use this moon as a way to release it. Just embody a wolf, because first of all, wolves are pretty. Let's talk about how wolves are so pretty. They're really cute dogs. So let's just pretend to be a cute little wolf that is just letting all its energy out on this full moon, okay? I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.